And we are live. Whoops. There we go. Sorry. Talking to nobody for the first few minutes anyway. Turned 38 today. And just thought I'd hang out with you guys on the live for a little bit. Miss Cat will be cutting in and out here. She's trying to set up the rest of my birthday date. Our date night tonight as it is. So, yeah. So that's what's been going on. Hope you guys liked the most recent video we put out. Working on a new video. Should be pretty good. Actually, the last one turned out better than I thought it was going to. And I forgot how exciting it was when I found that fantastic N64. It's sitting over there in my, right over there on our entertainment center as we speak. So we got Mob Nasty in here. He's the first one to hop in here and comment. What's up? We're 38 today, so just thought I'd hang out and live for a little while. We got an hour or two to burn before me and Miss Cat go out tonight. So we've been shooting some new content. We got Talkilla. Hey yo man, what's up? Nothing but love. You going? Miss Cat will be filtering in and out through here. Let me get my tablet. I'm trying to read these off the screen, but. And we're back in action. We got 4 people in here. Make sure you smash the like button. Always count on you guys to keep the conversation going. So, like I said, it's just my 38th birthday today. Jalen's in the comments. Thank you, son. I appreciate it. It's hard to believe I'm 38 and he's Jalen's 18. 19. What am I thinking? I feel old. Thank you, Talkilla. Appreciate it. Let's see here. So what has everybody thought of the most recent videos? You guys like the most recent video, the Fantastic N64? Some of that footage was some really old footage. Like the first 2 clips in the most recent video was footage from way back when we went and visited Froggy. It got mixed up and left down at the bottom of my SD card, and then I'd forgotten about it. I was like, well, I guess it's time to revive it. So give me a minute here. I'm pulling up your comments here, so it's easy for me to read. All right, we got 5 people in here. We got 3 likes. We're gonna try to stay with you guys an hour and a half today at best. Like I said, Miss Cat will be filtering in and out. Yeah. April 30th, 1986. That's way back in the 1900s, you know, when things were when things were normal, I guess. Miss Cat?
Yeah?
Where are you hiding at?
Striker's room.
Make sure y'all hit in the comments. Give me something to talk about here until Miss Cat comes back through here. We're excited for rummy sale season. It's getting in full swing. We've got at least 2 or 3 townwides lined up this weekend. 1 for sure lined up the weekend after that. Then 2 or 3 lined up the following weekend. So it's that time to grind, you know, and get some new footage for you guys. And the first townwides we went to was really a flop. I went there with my buddy Tyler. We cruised over there, and there was like 3 sales. One of which I bought something, and it was well worth it for being the very first garage sale of the season. I come out with a GameCube and vintage Ghostbusters popper gun. It's sitting right up here on my shelf now. But then Miss Cat and I went to a little town in Ohio called Fort Recovery last weekend, and we didn't seem like it was that great at the time. But now that I look back at the items that we found, and we found some solid video games, and we found some really solid clothing, I was like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good start to the season though too. So yeah, we're really excited for what the season has in store, and we're gonna bring you guys some really good footage. I got lots of good clips already. The Real Life Perspective show's in here. He's the guy who created our new theme song. We've been on his show a few times. Highly recommend go check out his channel. We love you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. I see that you and Keith are going to be doing on each other's lives. I need to get in on one of that. I kind of wish I had been able to get on that baseball movie. I'm going to give you a good one right now, Real Life Perspective show, and this would be my #1 pick of the best baseball movies, and it's Little Big League. That is my favorite baseball movie of all time. You remember that?
Yes,
that little boy inherits the Minnesota Twins. Yeah, love that. followed by Angels in the Outfield. So make sure you steal one of those.
Yeah.
Make sure Keith don't get it. His picks are lame anyway. You should wipe the floor with him. Kamikaze says salute Snow, Miss Cat, happy birthday, brother. Thank you, Miss Cat. What are you doing today?
Not much. Celebrating your birthday with you.
Basically anything I want.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We got what's the date night look like tonight? Is the movie not gonna work out?
150.
That's the only time they
Yeah.
have no. Well, no movie tonight. We thought we was gonna see a movie, but I guess not. There's not another
We've
theater
been
in Monday.
trying to see Ghostbusters. No,
Yeah.
there's not another. There's one in There's like 3 in Richmond.
Yeah, I'm following the playoffs. I like the way the Pacers are looking. I don't think that they're gonna get there. I mean, right now Denver looks like they're the most solid team, but I like Anthony Edwards. I think that he can get him at least to the semifinals. But I really think that Oklahoma City is the one to really watch out for. You know, but I believe that Denver's got it in the bag. They're just the most fundamentally complete team. You know, so yeah. Let's see here. Favorite band / music to listen to. Most of the time, I'm listening to rap music, and it's it's doobie and things of that nature. So.
Old school rock.
Yeah, yeah. But then when we're not listening to rap, we're quite literally listening to music from the '80s or lots of songs from movie soundtracks.
Yeah,
we
like
like
a lot of those.
yeah. So Cat's go-to song right now is "I'd Do Anything for Love," but I Won't Do That by Meatloaf, followed up immediately by Drama Rama, Anything Anything, and so that's her go-tos. Like I said, mine's Doobie, but. I like more sports music, more upbeat because usually the times I'm listening to music is when I'm playing basketball. Or I'm on a treadmill, or elliptical, so I need something to, you know. The only time we listen,
Keep you going
yeah,
fast.
the only time and then when we're in the vehicle, we're listening to whatever the kid wants to listen to because he controls the radio. Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Heartland Bay says, "Happy birthday, big dog. I appreciate it." Yeah. Another year older. What?
Nothing. None of your wiser, I was gonna say, but then I was like,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
A little bit. You gotta learn something new every year. Let's see here. It says, "I'm just glad Denver sent the Lakers to Cancun again." I'm always glad to see LeBron get knocked out. It's because every day he does. It's not every day, but at least once a week he does or says something that just reaffirms to me why I truly believe that he'll never reach Michael Jordan status. Because, like he just said in that interview with Anthony Davis, he's like, "Oh, it's just basketball." That's not a savage mentality when you go into the game thing. Oh, it's just a game. It's not just a game, man. You have a job to do. Let's see what else we got here. I need to check out Little Big League. Never saw that one again. Angels in the Outfield's on the list. I'm telling you, Little Big League. You come in with that, swing for the fences, they ain't gonna know what hit them. Check it out. It's worth it. What else we got going on here? Michael Jordan, LeBron. Oh yeah, that's a clear cut choice. At this point, I put Steph Curry above LeBron. The fact that he gets put ahead of Kobe is crazy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kobe was a savage though. He was an animal. I think Kobe was even more vicious than Jordan. Jordan had more success. Are you engaging?
Well, I was watching Striker over there for a minute because he's like, look at this.
We got Striker on the baby cam in there, so we can. He's gotten into the wacky adventures of Ronald McDonald. Do you remember the Ronald McDonald cartoons that they used to give out a VHS and a Happy Meal for an extra like $1.99, and there was like 5 VHSs, I think. It completed a whole series. We found him on YouTube because for some reason here over the last couple of years he's gotten fixated now on 2 McDonald's characters.
Okay.
Started on
You know
Grimace,
why.
and now they started on Grimace, and then it went. Now he's obsessed with the Hamburglar, and I was like, well, what can we do to facilitate this? I guess so. I found them wacky adventure cartoons, and It's, and you go back and watch them now, and it's really cool cartoons because they're done by the Klasky Supo.
Supo.
Yeah, is that how you say it? Klasky
think
Supo.
so, yeah.
They're the ones who done Rugrats. They're the ones who done Real Monsters, and you can distinctly tell that this Ronald McDonald fits right into the Real Monsters universe.
Yeah,
I mean,
the characters.
the characters, the voices. It's like Ickis. Ickis is the one who voices.
Oblina.
Yeah, Crumb's voices
Yeah,
in there.
Ickis.
He voices the Hamburglar. Ickis does. The one who, yeah.
Yes,
Ickis
Ickis is the Hamburglar, but
yeah.
who's Crumb?
I can't.
I'm trying to think of Crumb.
The bear that comes running
yes,
out.
he's
Yes,
the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says right here, Chris Pace, Braun makes too many excuses when he loses, always looking for a scapegoat. Yeah. It's hard to, but that's his problem. He paints himself into a corner because you can't have a scapegoat when you have an all-star team. When you've put 2 or 3 Hall of Famers around you, there's nobody to blame it on at that point. You know, there's no reason why Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and LeBron, plus the supporting cast there they had there with Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, there's no reason that team shouldn't have been winning, you know. So, and then LeBron, and throughout his career, LeBron's always been lucky enough to have a token white dude who could pick up some of the slack for him too, you know. Austin Reeves, Alex Caruso, Kevin Love, you know. So, as far as put a team on his back and actually do it, he never done it. Going to get buckets today. No, I was going to go to the boys club this morning. That was always the plan. I was going to play basketball today, but they had a bunch of old people there doing their Pilates, so couldn't do that. And then just decided to go. I ran 4.2 miles today, and that's it. And we're going to go out to dinner. I played basketball yesterday. Miss Cat got her haircut. Me and Stryker went and played ball because he's to the point now where he likes to rebound for me. That fits perfectly. and he's learned how to dribble. It's taken a little while, but he's just a little over 4 years old now. He knows how to dribble now. So I've been working with him on it. We got 10 people hanging out in here, 7 likes. Make sure you're smashing the like button. You guys got us for at least, another hour, probably. Just hanging out today. Another year older, another year wiser. We kind of got the shelf taken apart over here. We're gonna be we're rearranging and we're expanding our Pokemon shelf. The Halloween shelf's getting shrunk down. That giant talking harmonica playing skeleton I got, he's gonna disappear. But he says, "Yep, work on it every day. Let's go." Yeah, I don't force it on him. I like that he has his own natural want to go. Like, when he thought he was going to the boys club this morning, he was excited, and then he got disappointed when we couldn't go, so. Yeah, back to that, we're working on our shows over here, so we'll definitely be bringing you along. Kat's been documenting, she's been documenting what she's been doing for my birthday for me today. I'm surprised she hasn't come rolling in here with a camera yet. What else we got going on in the comments? We got, like I said, we got Real Life Perspective Show in the comments. Make sure you check his channel out. He's gonna be doing a live with Keith from Video Sports Flips. Miss Cat, are you into sports? Miss Cat likes baseball. I can answer that for you right up. Yeah, Miss Cat likes baseball, and she'll tolerate basketball because that's what I play. And she watches football one day a year, and that's on the Super Bowl. I don't know if she could give you any more details on it than that, but she really is into baseball, which is really hard for me and her because we never really went to a sporting event together because I don't do baseball. Baseball's too friggin' boring. So let's see. I'm trying to convince her to go see the Indiana Fever sometime this year since Caitlin Clark got drafted. But like I said, Miss Cat don't like basketball, so we'll figure something out. James Perkins says, "Happy birthday, Snow at work. Can't stay long. You have good luck finding stuff." Yeah, we've been didn't get out this weekend, but we've been like I said earlier in our chat here, the first rummy sales this season produced a GameCube, produced a couple $100 jackets, this that. It's been a solid start. He says, "Wow, really? You guys have to compromise." And I would go see a baseball game with her if she ever wanted to. It's just not my favorite thing to do. because I actually used to play. I can play, and I did play in prison. That was the only time in because in prison you do anything to keep your mind off of things, and so you played as many sports and as many tournaments as you could. And luckily, I was a multi-sported athlete, so I clocked a home run in prison. It was.
Hi, babe.
She's got the camera. Well, bring it on in here. I'm doing it live, so anybody who's in the live right now, all 10 of y'all, we're shooting a video and y'all gonna be in the shit. That's what Eddie Murphy said one time in one of his stand-ups. He's like, hey, we're shooting a live. Okay, you wanna come over and get in the live too?
In alive.
We're shooting a video within the live. That's in the live. Ooh, it's the Matrix. Yeah. There you go.
I was documenting.
You're documenting?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we do on my birthday. We hang out with the fans.
Yes.
That's right. We shoot it live. So, and you guys, everybody in the chat, all 11 of y'all, you're gonna be in it now. You're gonna be in this week's video because this is gonna make it into this video coming out this Saturday. So, bye. Okay, let's see here. Real-life perspective show says, "Wow, we're woohoo, we're famous." James Perkins says, "Can't wait to see the burn trade." Not sure what that means. Let's see. Merlin's live experience. I've got loads of Pokemon cards. What would your advice be? Keep them or sell them? I don't want them to lose their value. Okay, it depends on which generation of Pokemons you're talking about. I can tell you right now that I had the original Pokemon, like the Master Set, the Base Set 1, Base Set 2, Jungle, Fossil, and then I had those all complete, and I sold them in a video. If you go all the way back to my early videos, you'll see where I sold them. I sold that set for like $1,500, and I regret it to this day, but I needed the money to start this YouTube channel. So if they're the older ones, and you got any sort of attachment to them at all, I say keep them. If they're something that you're not super attached to, now's the time to move them because the market's probably not going to be hotter than it is. So that's the only advice I got for you. James Perkins says, can't wait to see the birth trade. Yes, I'm going to be shooting that, and that's going to be in this video. It's over here on the floor. It's ready to be unboxed. I'll do it when I get off the live because all the lights and everything are already set up. So, yeah. Chris Page says, I saw a Fever shirt yesterday. I don't really want a shirt. I would like I said, I told Kat, I was like, I'd get a Caitlin Clark jersey. That's as far as I want to go. And actually, I'm looking right now for like a blank Iowa champion jersey, like a black and yellow champion jersey, a vintage one, just so I can have my buddy Mar Productions make me a custom Caitlin Clark because he's already made himself a custom one. He was flexing it on Instagram today. So, what else we got here yesterday? What else we got here today? Yesterday. Yeah, Burf's great. I didn't even know the thing that he reached out to me about, the Space Jam thing. I didn't even know it was a thing. So I had to research it immediately. And then when I saw what it brought, and I was like, man, that's crazy. And he'd asked me, he's like, well, you got anything laying around here that you would trade for it? And I was like, he said, old G.I. Joes. And I was like, well, we just made arrangements with another viewer. You guys will see that within the upcoming weeks. There's another viewer over the channel who's a tattoo artist. And he's going to tattoo some tattoos on me and Miss Cat in a trade for the G.I. Joes we got. So I was like, well, I ain't got no G.I. Joes, but I got this General Lee. And Burf's like, that's perfect. So, I can't wait to show it off to you guys. Like I said, I'll be shooting that unboxing today as well. We've been talking about some concept for some TikTok videos, and there'll be YouTube shorts, some skits that me and Miss Cat are talking about doing because we have just as much fun doing the skits. So let's see here. Our Dragon Ball Z cards, a hot seller. I have a few ultra rare cards from the 90s. I tell you what, I got a pack of Dragon Ball Z cards around here somewhere. I'd found them at a random rummage sale in Matthews, Indiana for like $1. And them things are going for like $35 a pack. So I can only imagine what individual rare cards are bringing right now. I tell you what, I would do the research and maybe even potentially have them graded before, selling them. Yeah, he said a few ultra rare cards from the 90s. If they're in great condition, send them out and have them graded. Dragon Ball Z, anime, Pokemon, all that stuff at this point in time, and anything comic book related is all worth having, at least worth looking into having graded. Well, we got 7 people in here still hanging out. Miss Cat will be back shortly, I'm sure. They have been top loaders since day one. Oh yeah, I send them things out. Yeah, my son says in the right anime stuff is hot right now. Yeah, yep, it is. Anything anime is going for a premium right now. I would. So like I said, if you got the Marlins live experience, Pokemon cards, if no attachment, grade them or sell them because you're not gonna get more than you probably get for them right about now. And then Dragon Ball Z, those are the things you can hold on to. I've got a Dragon Ball Z hoodie in my eBay store right now and on my Poshmark with tons and tons of watchers and likes at like $225. I can't believe even what the early 2002, 2003, 2004 Dragon Ball Z branded stuff is bringing. It's insanity. So, and that's one thing I know nothing about. That's a whole market that I leave completely unexplored. I know that manga, a lot of anime books is worth money. I know there's so many anime characters that you can look for that have extreme value, and I just don't know enough about it. So I've tried to dabble in it here and there, but Dragon Ball Z is pretty universal for me. That like Yu-Gi-Oh, those are things I know. But then you got them ones like Cowboy Bebop or I don't even know. So much weird anime. Miss Cat, what do you know about anime? Absolutely nothing.
What?
I said, what do you know about anime? Do you know anything?
Trigun.
She's heard of Trigun. See, I don't know what that.
It was a show back in like the early 2000s. I watched it.
See, even to me, like, I wasn't even into anime back when you had like Jim and the Holograms and Sailor Moon. Uh, yeah, so anime that style of cartoon never appealed to me. I don't know why. Rick Smithwick says, "What's up, birthday boy? Just tuned in. Hope you're having a great birthday so far." Yeah, I'm just. We having a ball. We having a ball. Miss Cat done made these fancy breakfasts. She's been documented with the camera. She took these sausage links and then wrapped them in French toast and made these. Like, what are they? Sausage wrapped French toast. I guess the French toast.
Breakfast. You sent it to me from Instagram.
Yeah. So it's been great so far.
French toast sausage in a blanket.
Is it? What is that? Is that what it is? French toast, sausage, French toast in a blanket. Yeah, basically a pig in a blanket, except with sausage and French toast. It's really good. Only anime I know are two movies that traumatized me: Ninja Scroll and Vampire Hunter D. Yeah, see, I don't know nothing about those. They said they traumatized you. Miss Cat's back. Any interesting horror movies lately you've taken in? Actually, I don't think we have since the last live.
Oh, I thought there was. I don't know. I watch the TMZ and Diddy thing was kind of scary.
We watched the TMZ on Taylor Swift. Paris Hilton. I don't know why I was thinking Taylor Swift, but Paris Hilton. So that was a whole nother experience.
No, when I was talking about the one that I started watching, like that P Diddy.
Oh, I just remember you was watching one on Paris Hilton.
Yeah, but the other night I started watching the TMZ looks into P Diddy and all that stuff that's going on with him. So that was scary.
Rick Smithwick says, "Nice shirt, Miss Cat."
Thank you.
Vince Kool-Aid shirt. That thing's killer. We got it from the people over at the Mojo
I cut my
Dojo.
hair off too, so I'm like messing around with it because it's all new.
The Real Life Perspective Show says, "Check your DM after live." Yeah, I'll do that. Check it out. Yeah, she cut it up a little bit here. What do you think of Miss Cat's hair? ET Got Vintage is in here. What's up, ET Got Vintage? I think it looks good short, don't you?
I mean, I think once I like style it, it will. But
Yeah, I missed the whole P Diddy thing. I didn't get to watch none of that.
yeah, but I started watching it, like just started it out, and it was crazy.
I've heard that he's the Epstein of the music industry, is what they've said. That's the.
I mean, it's TMZ though, so of course you have them like some of them's rooting and like they're like no, this is all a lie, and then some of them's like no.
Rick Smithwick says your hair looks great.
Thank you.
There you go.
I just need to get used to it.
So I think I have decided on dinner tonight. We got to narrow down here.
What is it?
I'm between Texas Roadhouse and Olive Garden right now is where I'm at. So yeah, if you're in the chat, give me what do you think here? It's like, what sounds better, Texas Roadhouse or Olive Garden? Because that's where I'm at for dinner. Yeah, we used to go to this place called Amazing Joe's, and they have great food, and the prices are, reflect the taste of the food. That's for sure. But they quit offering my favorite meal, so I was like, I don't even want to go back now.
Yeah.
Chris Pace says Texas. He says both great choices. Rick Smithwick says the Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, I mean, so far.
I like the place that we went with Chris.
You going to be growing your hair out? No, my hair is growing out. It's long. It's long now, and I'm gonna keep letting it go because by the time that Retro Rick's Con starts, my hair will be the perfect length to be a certain Team Rocket character, and then I won't have to wear a wig, which will make it all the more better. Ain't that right? Lucky me. All right, let's see. Thanks for the advice. I'll listen to the rest of the video at work tomorrow. I've got first gens and heroes cards. Oh yeah, then first gen. Them things are worth their weight in gold. They'll never lose their value. First and foremost, I would look into, if you truly think they're in great condition, I'd look into grading them. And yeah, and if you got any attachment to them, I'd keep them. If not, then grade them and get max profit. Max profit. Let's see. He said, I like both, but eat at Texas now. Okay, so he's saying no pasta. What do you think, dear?
Well, honey, it's whatever you want.
Ah, see, I knew she was gonna say that. He said, "Oh dang, it is. Yeah, it's long enough to where I could dread it again. I think this was the length I started at the last time." And Jalen says Olive Garden, but nah, it's long. Actually, I grow at this length so Miss Cat can braid it, but we haven't been doing that, so I'll get back to it maybe. My hair is this length now where it's the problem is with it. I can't pull it all the way back because there's still some that's too short and they fall down and they're stringy. So it's like I got this awkward length. I've actually considered even cutting it all the way off. So I'm not. Wouldn't hurt your feelings though, would it, if I did? She likes it when I have short hair. We have 14 people in here.
When you have short hair. Okay.
Chris says his hair is long and he needs it braided or buzzed. We get your old lady to braid it for you. That's what you do. I don't think he pull off the braids though. Chris ain't gangster enough.
I think he would be able to if it was done right.
All right, Chris, you have to rock the cornrows. Let's see here.
No, I didn't say cornrows. There's different kind of braids. There's like,
What do you think, Tom McDonald braids?
Yeah, Tom McDonald. Well, it wasn't even Tom McDonald. Who was it?
He said, I get the tour of Italy at Olive Garden. I love the bust out the mohawk. Miss Cat likes it when I have the faux hawk, not the mohawk. She likes a faux hawk though. And when we first got together, I wore that for a long while. So let's see here. Kamikaze, what's the scariest movies you've seen in your opinion? So what probably you feel is the scariest?
Scariest. Probably like the ones where like they're real, like 31.
I see. 31 crossed through my mind there for a minute too, and I was like, well, but it don't affect me. The gore, the blood, the chopping up don't affect me.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what if
somebody kidnapped you and put you in a game like
if?
that. My thing, the first thing that went through my mind was a movie called Session 9. We've talked about this, and it's very limited on its blood. It's very limited on its violence, but it's so well shot and so well implied. You know what's going on. It's such a psychological mind job. That's what I call it. It's like, so it's really good as far as genuinely like creeping me out, giving me that. I could watch it with the lights off, but I prefer to watch it with the lights on. You know what I'm saying? So check out Session 9. It's a really good movie. It's got that guy Russo who plays in what's that, NCIS or something like that.
Absolutely not, Chris. What are you thinking?
Yeah, they go to fade mode like Larry Bird.
NCIS.
Yeah. Or no, CSI.
CSI, yeah. I was like, I know what you're talking about, but
it's a great movie. Great movie. Let's see here. The fade mullet. What's wrong with that? Paul
No,
Cantu was
I
rocking that
know,
here not
but
too long ago.
why is that coming back?
Because
Or why is that
that's an
back?
Indiana thing. It's a Larry Bird thing. It's a way thing.
It's a Billy Ray Cyrus thing. It's
Larry Bird was rocking it long before Billy Ray was even
I know, but
twinkling
I'm
anybody's
saying
eye.
like California. That's just I don't know. Ooh,
Just found Clockwork Orange on VHS for $2.
yes, that is a good one.
That's a good one. That's one I'd like to have in my collection.
in our opinion.
Let me know what you want for it. I'll send you something for it. I'll trade you for it. Yeah, I just got a vintage Clockwork Orange shirt that's going to go to my buddy Josh over at Mojo Catchers because it's a little thrashed. I know he put it to work, you know. So let's see what else we got here. So Kat says her scariest movie probably in a 31 situation. Mine's Session 9. So we answered that question for you. We got Christopher Bach in here. Do you have accessories for TMNT? I don't right now, other than what.
No, kamikaze. I don't have the final word. Sorry, I'm replying to the comments too.
The final word on what, babe?
Anything.
Where'd you see that? Miss Cat has the final word, sir? Oh, there it is. Hey, you got it before I did. My computer's lagging. All right. Do you have accessories for TMNT? No, I don't have any accessories that aren't with what characters I do have. Froggy, when he come and bought, he bought a big case of Ninja Turtles and all the accessories that I had for him. Let's see what else we got here. I was referring to his hair. Oh, the final word on on Chris's hair. Whose hair are we talking about here? I'm lost. So
he's talking about your hair. What I don't like. He decides what he does. Because if it was up to me,
it'd be shortened in a faux
we
hawk
would have
right
always
now.
had the faux hawk.
Yeah.
We would never have done the whole
She tolerates it long.
If we braided it though, it does look good long. Like, but when it's down,
it hangs in my face all the time. It does. It drives me crazy.
I mean, I think he looks good regardless, but he doesn't.
What else we got going on here? We had 14 people, and then 7 of them just dipped out all at once. I was like, we're out of here. But we got some diehards still hanging out with us. I didn't know what to expect on a live on a Tuesday at noon, to be honest with you. So,
but it's his birthday, so he wanted to come hang out with you guys.
The fact that anybody's in here is, that's a win, right?
It is.
But we're counting on y'all to keep the comments going and it looking kind of barren in there. You know who we haven't seen in a while? Donnie the Chico.
Yes.
It's like been 3 or 4 lives. And he poked in a while back, then he hit me up on Instagram, and then I haven't seen him again. I hope Donnie the Chico's okay. No Donnie the Chico.
Make sure you guys check out Snow's newest videos.
You need to go check out the Real Life Perspective show. He's in the comments.
Yes. Oh.
Make sure you check out our buddy Keith, the Pickin' Preacher. He's not in here, but he's always worth a good view. So, what else we got going on? No comments.
You were watching him when I served you breakfast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do one side braided and one side a faux hawk. And I don't know about that.
No.
Who else we got in here?
But we have done some braided and then not, like when it's halfway done.
DJE123 Elkin says, happy birthday, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, Ish, happy birthday. Yes, thank you. I'm 38 today. I'm old. But at 38, I got up this morning after drinking last night, and I got up this morning and ran 4.5 miles. So
yeah,
that's not bad.
You're a beast.
I try. I'm in my lunch break. Glad to join the live. That's great to have you here. There's been a few people who's popped in and said that they're at work and they sneak in for a few. Don't get fired. It ain't worth it.
Well, you know what? I would be at work, but shout out to my coworker.
Yeah.
For picking up my day.
Yeah.
Sherry.
There you go. Yeah, she had to trade days to get a day off to spend.
No, not even trade. She just.
Oh, she just picked it up.
Yeah, she just like I was supposed to go in at 10. Remember? And I was like, hey, will you work the rest of the day?
But if you got one of the jobs where you can have like, an earpod in or something, I could imagine I could lose days just sit around listening to podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts and interviews. Like
when we drove.
When we drive, that's what I do. I listen to we listened to a 3-hour interview between Andrew Tate and Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. So yeah, that's
that was a good one. It was deep.
ET got Vinny says, I'm 34, bro. You don't look that age. No lie, dog. I mean, I've heard that a lot. I don't look like I'm that close to 40. I
He looks
should.
younger with short hair.
I should. I should look really bad with the way I've lived and the things I've done. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm glad I still look good, but I know my body's falling apart. I can feel it. I don't move like I used to. My son says that's what I do. Just listen to music and podcast. Yeah. My goal this year is like I want to stay in shape. Is we was trying to get on this game show called Survive Indiana, so I'm trying to stay in
Mm-hmm.
shape for that. But then on top of that, I'm still Roman and anytime picker Roman challenged me to basketball at the reseller rally this year, and I want to talk to John and see if I can't set us up a ball game for us resellers. Would you like to see some resellers play 3-on-3 against each other?
I think that would be awesome.
I think so too.
I think they should do a live of it, and
Yeah.
they just make it, include everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's just, you don't get to see that.
That'd be cool. But
Mhm.
yeah, like because you look at the Philly Flipper, he's like 6'4".
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And he's big, so he could just, barrel what is it, in the paint.
You know, in Commonwealth Picker, I know him and his boy play baseball, so I know he got some athletic skills.
Mm-hmm.
And John, the Cincinnati Picker, he's a tall guy too, so it's like there'd be some good game of basketball there. I'm trying to. I'm gonna hit up John. I'm gonna try to get us a basketball game going at the reseller rally. That'd be cool. But we gotta figure out. You're right, video it or live it. But we gotta figure out some way to relate it to the community. Like winning team has to put up whatever they found that day for a whatnot auction for charity. And then,
Ooh, that would be a good idea.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah. So. Does John play? I don't know if he play. A man that tall. He's into baseball. You would think that
You would think he
at least
has done it in the past.
I'm sure he has.
Maybe in high school or whatever.
I'm sure John has. He's.
All right, I'm gonna go check on stuff.
He's got a Bill Walton build. So
Bill Walton.
Yeah, he's before your time, baby.
Yeah.
Early, well, not early NBA, but yeah. What were you doing here? ET got veggies. That's a good combo. What's the combo? I'm eating pretzels and a Pepsi cherry. That's not bad. See, I live on pretzels around here. That's a snack for me. I go grab a handful of pretzels and that's what I eat. So let's see what else. Eltinda says hi from work. What's up, Eltinda? Glad to see you stopping in here. Chris says I'm trying to play. That means you got to get tickets to the reseller rally, man. As soon as John puts them up, I'm gonna say something. But because I know that Roman's already down. Roman, the anytime picker, he was the one that come up with the idea, and he said he played in high school. Let's see what else we got here. Chris Page, Gabbo with the Pixel Game Squad. I've seen him hoop. Yeah, well, Retro Rick on his second channel, the Retro Rick's Game Point channel. Just about 2 or 3 videos back, he talked about getting in shape, and he played basketball. So he shot some clips there at his community center of him shooting some baskets. And I hit him up on Instagram immediately, like, man, when I come out there for your pop up, you're gonna play me a game of basketball, right? And he said, oh yeah. So I'm ready. I'm gonna get some buckets on Retro Rick too. I'm ready too. Let's see what else we got here. If it's a 1v1 tournament, I'm winning. Well, I'd like to think so. You're the only one that's played semi-pro against a bunch of resellers who are near 40. You better win. Let's see here. Jaybird. It is. Can't get enough. It's dangerous. I tell you what's dangerous is pretzels with that. What you used to be able to get was the Reese's spread. They don't make it no more because anything I ever had a love for, they quit making it. Reese's spread with pretzels, that's dangerous. You can eat a whole jar. What else we got going on here? Eltina says, I might go pick up some VHS at a family estate sale. VHS, man. Yeah. See, you pick up all VHS anymore. As I see the pictures and the posts and stuff. Like, are you trying to get just like a complete VHS library? Because I thought you was only into horror, but I see you picking up all different kinds of stuff now. So you have to explain that to me. Chris Page says that it can be a side event. I saw Rick hoop that time too, yeah. And Riff said Riff would beat Rick. I don't think any one of those three that Riff, or any of them would beat me. So, and if I was your height and your age, you'd have problems too, Chris. Let's see what else we got going on here. Now you guys are keeping the comments going. I can't hardly keep up. But yeah, we need to hit them guys up. And Eltenda says, I just love movies. That's where we are with our physical. We're physical media. That's what we're about around here. But our VHS collection doesn't stem past horror unless it's an absolute something I had to have. Like I've got like the Super Mario Brothers movie, the original from '93, or the original some of the Pokemon VHS. But our movie collection is DVDs. We want everything on DVD, you know. And thus far we're getting pretty good there. Chris Page, you played semi pro. Yeah, he played over there in Spain, right, Chris? Chris says he thinks. See, well, Chris is the only one who's ever played me, you know, to know. But the thing is, Chris hasn't ever got to play me in my own environment. I've always had to play at some raggedy park or outside in the wind or something. And when I'm indoors on a wooden court with a Wilson ball, I will light that place up. Miss Cat's seen me do it time and time again. She'll watch me go out there arcing NBA threes, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row before I miss one. And for being almost 40 years old and never played any sort of professional at all other than when I played in prison, that's not bad. What else we got going on in here? Yeah, he said I played in Spain. Okay, he says he's got to get back to work. Peace out. All right, thanks for stopping in. Uh, Make sure you keep that ear pod in. We'll keep you company on the job for at least the next half hour or so. I plan on making this live, you know, hour and a half at best. Uh, yeah, Chris says we got to hoop inside next time. Yeah, you can never get over here when the boys' club's open. I've tried. So we got 8 people in the comments. We got 11 likes. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Anything else you guys want us to see? Anything else you guys want us to do for the channel? Anything behind the scenes you guys looking to see? Like I said, we don't sell enough on eBay to where we could do like literally like what sold videos today. But you know, I do send out a lot of stuff on Poshmark. I just don't know that the viewers that you guys would want to see, you know, what sold in the clothing department, you know, because a lot of it's just boring bread and butter stuff. Okay, El Tinda says 40. You're a puppy. Laugh out loud. I'm 50. Well, I'm not 40 yet. I'm 38, but I turned 38 today. But I hoped I could still be hooping at 50. That'd be the plan. Kamikaze says I ball myself. Wish I was closer to go a few rounds. Oh yeah. Well, see, that's my problem around here where I live. There's not too many people that take basketball seriously. There's not a men's league. So 9 times out of 10, you can't just go up here to the boys club and even get a game. I mean, I'm lucky if I can go up there and get 1-on-1 at any time. So 3-on-3 or 2-on-2 is even harder to get around here with people who can actually play. Yeah. Wish there was more people who lived around here who could play. Let's see what Rise to the Sky reacts, says, yo, happy birthday, bro. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. That's a name I recognize. He follows me on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Team Resell _ on Instagram. Easy to find. Chris says, I'm about to start having every Thursday off, so let me know. That'd be easy. You know, I go play ball every Thursday. Well, I mean, it'd have to be in the afternoons because Thursday's when we get the majority of our rummage sales done. But, I mean, like, anytime after 1, 2 o'clock on Thursday afternoon, you can drive down here. I'll take you to the boys club. Chances are I can get Travis there and, you know, maybe even Mickey. So what else we got going on in here? We got 11 people in there. Make sure you're smashing the like button. I don't know. I was having some issues the other day, and I actually looked into shutting the channel down. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, because the subscribers had stalled out, and it's like every time I drop a video, YouTube takes a bunch of subscribers away from me. I was at 5373 or something like that, or 5363. I can't remember, but I dropped the video. They took 3 subs away from me, and I've been losing subs all week and couldn't figure out why. I was like, man, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. This is becoming a labor of love. And then all of a sudden, I gained like 10 or 12 subs out of nowhere. So I don't know what's going on with that. Retro's Modern Life. Happy birthday, Snow. I appreciate it. I love that logo. That Retro's Modern Life. It's Rocco's Modern Life. Retro's Modern Life. Yeah, if you can't tell by our name, Team Resell, Team Rocket. I love a good gimmick. I love a good gimmick. So that's great. Retro's Modern Life. And of course, you got the real life perspective show down there because it's real, REEL, as in a reel of film or fishing reel. Are you really into fishing? Is that what it is? Actually, I think that's REAL. No, that's not right. That's real, as in like real life. All right, let's see here. El Ten says, "Happy birthday, bro. Appreciate it." Jay Britt says, "Do you gain more than you lose most of the time?" Oh yeah. To me, like, YouTube take 3 away from me, and then I'll turn around and gain those 3 back, and then an additional 5. And then that happens all the time. And then I'll drop off 4 or 5, and then I'll gain those 4 or 5 back, and I'll sit for a while at that number. Then I'll gain a couple, and they'll fall off, and then I'll sit for a while. Then I'll get a jump of 10 or 11. And YouTube is constantly taking subs away from me, because I guarantee you, as many subs as they've taken away from me, I would be at 7,500 subs by now. I guarantee it, because I'm losing, because I watch the analytics too much. So let's see what else we got here. People think my show is a fishing channel a lot. It's a movie reel. That's what I thought. I thought movie reel and a reel, like a fishing reel, were spelled the same. So yeah, he is the fisherman out there in the 3D sunglasses. You know, got his big old bass right here. It's the Real Life Perspective Show. We'll have to go on your show again here sometime soon. You might have to expand into fishing. Well, yeah, there you go. Make it a double thing. There you go. Now then you bring in a whole new audience. You can do, because he already does his barbecue travel, his barbecue adventure. Now all you got to do is just have a fishing show where you catch your own fish and then season it and barbecue your own fish. Make it a double thing. You get 2 crowds in at once. Ain't that right?
Yes.
Give me that look. Just what kind of conversation are you having in here?
I know. I was like, what?
Real life fishing. That's right.
Real life fishing.
The Real Life Fishing Show, from his perspective. Retro's Modern Life says, I'm from Cincy, so I'm hoping one of these days I'll meet you in the wild. We plan to get down that direction, and we'll definitely be down there for the reseller rally. We come down there and visit Mojo Casher, and I told Kat that one of these weekends, because as the summer progresses, the town-wide yard sales get further in between, so we get gaps, like we don't have nothing to do on this Saturday or whatever. We discussed making a trip up to Dayton and picking in that area, which we've never done before, or making a trip down to Cincinnati and picking in that area, because we've never picked down there before either. Because when we went down there for the reseller rally, they all went picking that morning, but me and Kat didn't. Because I can't remember why we did, because we stayed up drinking most of that night. just to keep it 100. Let's see what else we got here. So he says, yeah, we love the Mojo family. I'd like to, and that's another thing I'd like to do one morning. I'd like to get up on an early morning out there when it's dark and go meet with Josh and go hit up that, the flea market when all the vendors are set up outside. Because I've never seen Trader's World and stuff in its heyday in the summer when people were all set up outside. Let's see what else we got here. I think your account would do good with shorts and commenting over everyone else's videos. My account? Me and Miss Cat were talking about doing a couple of shorts today. In a TikTok video, because I've had some inspiration here lately about some things to do. So, Retro's Modern Life and Mojo are the 2 most slept on channels. Us and Mojo are the 2 most slept on channels. Well, I appreciate that. I feel we are underrated quite a bit, and I think Josh and them would take off. If they put out more often. Because I know that Whitley's been edited and stuff here lately, and they had the capacity to certainly put out really, really good videos. So I wish they would drop more. I get excited every time I see one, but you never know. It could be a month, it could be 6 weeks. So if you're watching, Josh and Whitley, put out more videos. The people in the comments demand it, and they say you are underrated. So there we go. What else we got going on? Chris Page says, helps me some. I don't know. Yeah, so we might try. Me and Miss Cat got some shorts in mind. Something to do with her nursing, some of the equipment she's left around the house. And, of course, I got a short in mind with my Nike red, white, and blue Forrest Gump Cortezes. She gave me the greatest gift anyone ever gave me. We got some skits in mind. So, let's see here. The Real Life Perspective Show says, not much to pick in Texas. Save your travel money. Okay, well, I don't recall seeing too many rummage sellers from Texas. And you would think that there would be more rummage sales in Texas because of the heat. I mean, because you guys, it's warm down there most of the time. You figure it'd be like Florida. I don't know what I was thinking there for a minute. The Retro's Modern Life says, yeah, Mojo definitely needs to drop more. Oh, yeah, I can see more of their videos. And we love to go over and shoot a video with them any chance we get. We've got 3-4 videos with the Mojo crew. We collaborate with them more than anybody. But I think it's because we're the closest to them than anybody else in the community. It's like we're so like-minded people when we get around. Me and Josh can sit there at the dojo and lose a couple, 2 or 3 hours, and our beliefs, our outlooks, and everything are so similar. So let's see here. Make sure you're hitting the comments up. Make sure you keep me going. Miss Cat's outside on a smoke break. We have us about 25 minutes, 30 minutes left. Like I said, I'm gonna try to run this an hour, hour and a half. Mostly because we got the daylight in here. Me and Miss Cat never run lives during the day. I'm actually impressed that we've kept 11, 12, 13 people in here on a Tuesday afternoon. So, what else we got here? Texas thrift prices are ridiculous. They have been taxing. Last time I was there, I saw many resellers. Well, now I do know, like, Paul Cantu. I actually used to watch him, the thrift god, Paul Cantu. He's from Texas, and the stores he goes to, the prices, some of them are jacked up, some of them aren't. But of course, when you got somebody feeding you stuff from the back, it's you're always going to have great finds. Retro's Modern Life says, I gotta jump out of here and get back to work. Have a great birthday. Hey, thanks for stopping in and keeping the comments going, Retro's Modern Life. I hope we run into you out there in the wild. If you follow us on Instagram, next time we're around that area, we'll post up on Instagram. If you happen to be around there, then you can be out running selling that day. Maybe you'll bump into us. Let's see right here. He says, I've ran into him many. The real life perspective show says, looks good with the natural light in there, bud. Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, you can't beat that natural light. Let's see here. Kamikaze says, I've ran into him many times. Yeah, I watched him in the beginning. And I really liked the content that he was putting out, and I can't lie. I based a lot of when I first started YouTube. He was a lot of my inspiration. Him and Froggy Flips and Cincinnati Picker. Those were really the first three that I started watching, and a guy named Green Bean who was a video game collector. So, but as I watched him, I lost respect over a certain period of time because I start realizing that he has somebody in the back of this one store that he calls the plug, who's feeding him that stuff all the time in exchange for, of course, what he's doing is promotion, obviously. To me, if you've worked hard and gotten to that spot and you've gotten yourself a plug, I applaud you, but you're no longer doing. He claims I'm out here in the trenches. No, you're not in the trenches. You don't know nothing about the trenches. The trenches is out here 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, wet grass rummy sailing. That's the trenches. Anywho, what else we got going on here? Mo B says, how many NES, SNES cartridges did you have in your collection? I've trimmed my NES collection down almost to bare bones. I don't even have an NES anymore to play the NES games on. The ones I kept were just ones that were, special to me. And it looks like I got maybe 13 or 14 NES games, and that's boxed and unboxed included. My Super Nintendo collection, that's far more. So that's what I put most of my time and effort into is my Super Nintendo collection. I'd have to say I've got 12 right behind me here of all heavy hitters, and I've probably got another 30 or so or more up here on that cabinet. I'm not one of these guys who wants to be a completionist. I know it's not even feasible for me because I'm not pigeonholed into just video games. I truly like finding my stuff in the wild and getting it at the cheapest price. So I have no collection that's just overwhelming, but what I do have is the best of the best of every collection, or at least the mid-range best of the best, because I don't have like $1,000 games like Earthbound, and I don't have none of that stuff. Anyway, back to this here. The Kamikaze, a couple of your messages have been retracted. Not sure what they said, but but make sure you're hitting the comments and keeping me going because I just ran out of whatever I was talking about. Okay, somebody asked about my collection. Yeah, and I've got quite a few N64 games, but I've trimmed that collection down as well. But the ones I've kept, you got your Paper Mario, got your lenticular Zelda, you got your Conker's Bad Fur Day up here. So I keep that premium stuff. And my GameCube collection is really nice too. It's all the staples, everything you would want. So that's a great question, Moby. Yeah. I guess what's really great about it is the fact that most of this stuff was found in rummy sales and out in the wild, and it's so few and far between now. I'm glad that I was doing this before it was cool to be doing it. I was doing this stuff in 2012, 2013, 2014, and so on. It didn't really take off until, well, video games in 2020, obviously, but what triggered it was like the American Pickers and the Storage Wars. And see, and everybody was trying to be an American picker, so you couldn't go out here and buy an oil sign. You couldn't go out here and buy and find that stuff. But fortunately for me at that time, that's what everybody was looking for. Everybody wanted to be an American picker. Everybody wanted to be a storage hunter. Nobody was out here thinking about nostalgia or retro. That's how I ended up with so much of this stuff. You know, a whole trailer full of it. You guys seen it enough that Froggies went and picked it twice. I've had 2 rummage sales. I filled my shelves, and I still have enough for another rummage sale. You know, and it's because nobody was looking for this stuff. I was looking for this stuff in a time when people were looking for gas pumps and, you know, porcelain signs and oil cans and antiques. So, what do we got going on here? Moby says, okay, very nice. I just recently started watching your channel. You seem to find a little bit of everything in your collection. What year did you start? Also, where do you all reside? We stay in Indiana, Midwest. I started, like I said, I started technically in about 2011, 2012. I got out of prison. I got a job at a dollar store. I worked there for a few months until they fired me because they found out I was a felon and I couldn't get work. So I just started. I went to an auction, and so I was like, man, I can to buy a Nintendo. Actually, it was a original NES, and it was in it's original foam, but it didn't have the box. And I walk in this place, and I'm trying to buy it, and they're like, no, it's up for auction. I said, well, can't I just buy it now? This is a store. It was half store, half auction. I was like, no, come back Saturday, and you can bid on it. So I go back, and I get this thing for like $13, which was insanity. I was like, man, if things are going this cheap, I can just buy a bunch of this stuff and have me a rummage sale at the tractor show, which is a big happening around here in our parts. And that's what started it. That's what triggered the whole thing. I'd spent a whole bunch of money. Well, I wasn't a whole bunch of money. I was buying tables full of stuff at an auction for like $1. That's how cheap it was going. We was in a recession. I took that stuff and set up my own rummage sale, and within the first day, I'd made $700. That was on a Thursday. The tractor show started. I went back to the auction, bought more stuff, loaded up my car, and went and set it up at the rummage sale again the next morning, and made another $600. So, yeah, that's really where it started. Let's see here. Moby, I'm in Central Arkansas. Ever come here? We was just in Arkansas. Me and Kat had made a trip to Arkansas November 4th last year to meet Retro Rec. It's in our videos if you go back in the backlog. And we are planning a return trip to Arkansas here in October for Retro Rex Con. Supposed to be sitting up there and popping up. So, and we're gonna be bringing the premium and clothing, video games. We have tubs of stuff strictly set aside for Retro Rec, and then not counting all the clothing that we're gonna be bringing. You know, it's funny that you mentioned we buy a little bit of everything. We bring a little bit of everything too when we. This is going to be our first pop-up, and it's going to be epic. So if you're in that area, I highly suggest you come see us. What else we got going on here? The Real Life Perspective Show. It says, I need a shoe display like you have to show off those bull airs. You inspire me. This shoe display is amazing. You know why it's amazing? Because I got it for $10. I got 2 of them. This one and the one over here. And my brother Justin found those in the trash. You can't beat that. He hits me up one day. He's like, hey, man. He says, I got these things. I guarantee, you with your shoes and everything, you're going to love these. He said, just give me $10 a piece for them. So he hits me up with pictures. I go and pick them up, and he's right there. Perfect to show off these shoes. Can't beat $10 a piece. They sat in my garage forever until I figured out how to display them and how to do it. But now that I got this layout, I really like it. Me and Kat had talked about sitting one on each side of the TV and having a vintage video game system sit on each one, because these are kind of frosted, transparent plastic, and we thought about running lights underneath them so these would glow and have video game consoles sitting on them. But as you start to look, some of the video game consoles would be too big, so we gave up on that idea. What else we got going on here? Moby says, okay, yeah, I've met Rick when he first started. I was in one of his early videos selling him SNES games. I'll definitely come meet y'all when y'all come back. Yeah, we'll be there. That's the plan. As soon as and I was just in contact with him, and he told me that within the next month we're supposed to have the details and about how to pay and set up our spots. So we're ready for it. We're gonna be there as Team Resell. If you know, then you know. What else we got going on in the comments here? Miss Caddy, you ever coming back?
What?
You ever coming back? Probably not.
What, babe?
I said, you ever coming back?
No, what's going on?
Nothing. Just we got 10 people in here. I'm just hanging out.
I was watching TV with Craig.
What was you watching? Booba.
No.
What
It's
was
that Happy Kids.
Yeah.
Ryan's World.
watching Ryan's World? Have you been listening to our show too?
Kind of. I've been trying.
Kinda.
Striker likes to.
How long have you guys been married? We're not married. We've been together since 2016, right? It's been 2016, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Ben W. Rebel says happy birthday, Snow. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've been together off and on for a while. She's ready to get married. We plan to, but we keep having these financial setbacks.
Yeah, the car.
Yeah, our car just went into the shop.
It's been in the shop.
Well, blowing head gasket and $2,000 to fix. That's one of those things. And then my truck, you know, I cracked one of my wheels, so that was like $125, and then $200 for a tire, and $100 for a battery because the battery went. It's just been a mess. So let's see. He says, "How you guys been doing?" I don't know. You been doing good?
Other than the car.
Yeah. Other than the financial problems we were just talking about, yeah, been doing pretty good. Yeah, but you can't, when me and her was it literally right before me and her started this channel 2 years ago, the engine in my truck had blown up. That was like it was like a $2,400 setback at that time. It's like, so should be used to it by now.
Yeah, we're used to car issues. It happens.
It does.
And we drive a lot of places. Like,
and we
rummage a lot of different areas.
We do, and I can understand the stress it is on the vehicles. I know my truck hates rummage sales. I mean, it'll get us through them, but it drinks so much gas. You
can't leave it running.
No, and as I've had guys actually comment in the comments here recently. He's like, "Why is that big V8 idling at every sale you get out at?" At that particular day, it was because I had Stryker with me, and he was in the back seat in his car seat, and he has to have his air conditioning on and his YouTube going over the stereo, so the truck had to run. So, yeah, car troubles are the worst, and the struggle is real. It happens, And what had happened is the first week of rummage sale season for us, it technically was a little Ohio town called St. Henry, and the car had broke down right before that. Literally right before that, so we missed rummage sale season because of that.
And we didn't have the truck fixed yet.
And then the truck wasn't fixed yet, so he says, "You guys look young. Y'all are in your 20s, 30s. I am 38 today.
And I'll be 35 in May.
I wasn't going to tell her age, but apparently she's comfortable telling you guys. She said be 35 in May. She'll be 35 here in less than a month.
I'm not one of those.
She'll be 35 in about, just over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Ben W. Rebel says, I've had blurry vision recently, so I got blue light glasses on the way. Hopefully that will help my eyes. What are blue light glasses?
Yeah, I've never...
That's a new one on me.
Yeah. Even in the medical field, I've not heard of those yet.
Yeah, the struggle is real, though. Car trouble is, the whole spiel. It's like, everything looks good from y'all's view. The videos look great and everything. You don't realize what it takes to get there sometimes. Like, yeah. Because this isn't the first time our cars broke down on us in rummage sale season and we've had to take the truck and...
No, the 127s, we rented a truck.
Yeah, the one year on the 127s, we had to rent a vehicle because... What was...
Our vehicles weren't reliable.
Mine, something was wrong with hers in the shop getting fixed, and I went to fix mine. I just went and got the oil changed in it, and then I come home and something had happened. It just quit. It wouldn't start, and then it was leaking oil out all over the place.
I thought that's when the transmission locked or the linkage or something.
Yeah.
We couldn't move it.
Yeah, couldn't get it. That
It's like,
disconnected
okay,
transmission link used to get it up on the trailer.
we still got to rummage. This show must go on. We're renting a vehicle.
Yeah, we rented and then the rental car place was a pain, and they didn't have anything that was suitable for us. As I think it's because we called and canceled a vehicle, and then we changed our mind and called and got one. He's like, "Well, we've already given that van away, and we don't really have anything but a truck, and that won't work for you." Because he was trying to deter us. I said, "That's okay, we'll take the truck," and that's what we did too.
Oh, yeah. And it worked
and
great.
we made it work. Yeah. So. I mean, yeah, we've been to the point where we've had to rent cars to go on to go rummage selling, and
we rented a vehicle when we went to Rick's.
we rent a vehicle when we take any long trip. We rent a vehicle to go. We rented a van to go to Arkansas. We rented a car to go to Philadelphia and Mahoney. Yeah, so we eventually like to get to a point to not to do that, but my truck's not economically feasible, and her car is. It's the daily driver. That's our car. So we don't put it any more stress than we have to. Long distance trips. We've taken it to Mojo's. We don't take it much further than that. And we've taken it to Lexington for the HorrorCon. But
yeah.
Okay, Ben W. Rebel says the blue lights in the TV screen are affecting my eyes. So these glasses will protect my eyes. Okay. That's. I see. I didn't know anything like that. Yeah.
That's pretty fascinating.
It's like, well, I don't know. It's like my new them Ray-Bans I picked up. They're polarized, and it's like if you look at your phone or your tablet through these polarized glasses, it gives everything this glow around the edge.
Now I think I've seen something like that, but I can't remember if it was polarized. But yeah.
Yeah.
I know they have those lights where like the car lights are dimmed.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're driving, those sunglass things. Oh, I can't remember what they're
I know
called.
what you're talking about. They automatically dim if somebody comes with your high beams on. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, like all the street lights and everything looks dimmer. LED glasses or no, not LED. I can't remember.
I can't either. We got about 15, 20 minutes left. We got 10 people hanging out in here. We got Miss Cat back, so any questions directed at her, you better get them out there now. He says, I need a real life perspective show was talking about the shoe display for his Bull Air shoes. If you guys don't know who Bull Airs are, go check them out on Instagram, Bull Airs. I'm waiting for my pair of Bull Airs. I got them Steamboat Willie ones supposed to be on the way, and I'm excited to unbox those. And since we're talking about sponsors, make sure you check out Art Sabers. Was it ARTSABERS? Art Sabers. Let's spell it out. Well, I only bring that up because our buddy Burf, somebody was talking about him in the comments, Burf over 80 Toys Rock, he just posted on his Instagram a lightsaber that he's sponsoring now.
Really?
It's a rival company.
Ooh.
Ooh. Burf is a Sith. He's a rival. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not representing art sabers.
I wonder what his color is.
I can't remember what his is. He says, "Nice. The steamboats are going to be sick." Yeah, I like them Steamboat Willies. The black and white. I like the Longhorns. That's the thing. The short ones, they're not necessarily my style. I'll be happy with whatever they send me, but the short ones, I think the Longhorns are far superior. I like this May 4th drop he's showing off right now. The Star Wars inspired. Them Stormtrooper ones he's putting out for Lowe's. I don't do Lowe's, but them Stormtrooper ones are nice. Did you see them? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ben W. Rebel says, you're 8.5 years older than me. Yeah, I know, man. So you're in your 30s. Oh, he's 29 and a half. 29 and a half. You're almost 30.
You are an old man, though. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
You're aging well.
Like wine.
Yeah, that's what you said. Aging like fine wine.
Yeah, but I feel it. It hurts. I tweaked my back just shooting around the other day. Let's see here. The Real Life Perspective Show says, yeah, the May 4th launch should be pretty sweet. Yep, can't wait to see it. He says, I'm 29 years and my birthday is on Halloween.
Ooh.
That's a lucky one. Yep.
We like Halloween around here.
I would like to do something special for Halloween one of these years. I don't think we'll get it done this year because we got so much going on in October. We're definitely going to try to do the bourbon with Kane again, and then we got Retro Rick's thing. But I want to go to Salem, Massachusetts for their Halloween thing. That's something you got to see. But
that would be so fun.
To me, that ranks up there along with seeing New Orleans at Mardi Gras time and seeing Times Square at New Year's. But even then, I don't even know if I want to do Times Squares at New Year's anymore because New York's not a good place to be right now. People are
Yeah.
getting, so
I don't know.
yeah.
That's hard because I always wanted that too, but
I just rent one of them hotel buildings around Times Square where you can see the ball from your hotel room and just never leave the friggin' hotel room.
yeah, not have to get out on those streets.
Yeah, yeah. So we got Island Life Living. How's it going, you two? Hope you have a great day today. Well, it's going pretty good.
Yeah.
Island Life Living. You live on the island? Which island do you live on? I live on an island.
I would too.
Yeah. Reminds me of like Jaws.
Yeah.
Amity Island. Yep. Doing pretty good. Made it to 38 today. Travis hits me up on the message, and because he couldn't come play ball today, but he tells me congratulations on another trip around the sun. I just want to tell him, don't you know the sun travels around us? But Vancouver Island, British Columbia. All right, from Canada. That's cool. Vancouver Island.
Are your shorts riding up?
They are. My shorts are riding up. I'd love to see Canada. I can't ever, of course, but I would like to see Toronto. I would like to go thrifting or rummage sailing, say in Toronto or Vancouver, just for what you could possibly find, like Vancouver Grizzlies stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd love a chance to even thrift in that area, but I can't because they don't let felons leave the country. Nah, I'm stuck here forever. Let's see here. Moby says, I'm not big into shoe collecting, but I'd love to pick up the Jordans I had back in '89. I believe the Jordan Retro 4s. They're black, white, cement colorways. Do you know where I can scoop some? I just sold some. As a matter of fact, I found some in a video here not too long ago. I go to Poshmark. That's what you'd be surprised. These right here, I bought these right here, dead stock, brand new on Poshmark. These are Nike Air Force 2s. And I got these things for $32. And these things are worth a fortune. Somebody just didn't. That's where I get all my shoes. Kat got me these Nike air pressures. We got these off Poshmark. Remember what we paid for those? It was something stupidly cheap, and these was dead stock. Go to Poshmark.
Yeah, brand new with the little plastic on it.
Yep. Link in the description of every one of my videos. My Poshmark store is linked there. But I can't stress that enough. I'm the king of Poshmark, and you can find everything there.
You're an ambassador.
Yeah, I'm an ambassador too.
Oh.
2. But the thing is, I've got a video coming up for you guys showing you guys exactly how to source on Poshmark, and I kill it all the time. I picked up an all over print Kevin Harvick NASCAR shirt today, double-sided, for $10. And it was a new person's closet, so they gave me discounted shipping, which was $3.99, and then they charged me that sales tax, and it ended up being $14.89, and this is easily a $75 shirt. Cakewalk.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The Real Life Perspective Show. Oh yeah, need some British Knights. I had some BKs. I had some BKs whenever I was on house arrest, and I'd actually sold them. They were quite literally look like a ripoff of a Jordan. They had the elephant print around the toe and everything. They were true vintage. I wish I would have kept them British Knights now. Let's see, what else we got? Island Life Living says, because we live on an island, a lot of old stuff stays on the island. Lots of grizzly stuff over here. So, oh man. Go rummage sailing for a bunch of grizzly stuff and hit me up and I will buy it from you. Grizzly stuff is so few and far between around here. I had a grizzly shirt that I worn, that white one. You remember it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I sold it because it got too big for me. Then even finding Grizzlies jerseys is next to impossible. So I've got one. On all my champion jerseys, I got one Grizzlies, and it's not even in the best condition. Let's see what else we got here. Remember LA Gear? I had those light ups as a kid. It was a night.
I love LA gear. I want me some pink and white LA gears.
We watched Leprechaun not too long ago with Jennifer Aniston, and the LA gear she's rocking in that movie are just, they're epic. I don't know why LA Gear doesn't bring that back for women right now, and they're perfect. You know, it's now LA Gear. You need to reach out to them people. Like, you guys missing out.
Are they even still around?
Oh yeah. Real Life Perspective Show. Do you remember the LA Gear Michael Jackson shoes? The only shoe that Michael Jackson ever sponsored, LA Gear. He had two colors. They had black and white. They had straps on them. They had these chains and all this stuff from like his Bad music video. You should see them. They're amazing shoes. Yep. Okay, we got Sal Parisi in here. Says, happy birthday, Snow. Love you guys. Thanks for the great content. Keep your heads up. Your passion and hard work will lead to success. Well, we try. We always delivering the best possible content we can. It's nice to hear things like that. Like I said, I was ready to quit it the other day. I was like tired of losing subs all the time. You know, just sometimes it eats at you.
Yeah, and you look at the analytics way too much.
Yeah. Says Moby
This
says.
chair is horrible.
You want to trade?
No.
We've only got a few more minutes left here. Yeah, we're getting down to like the last 5-10 minutes here, so make sure you're getting them final questions in here. We got Moby says, real life, hell yeah, I remember those. I'm an old skiller. I was born in 77, 46 years young. There you go. Yeah, everybody remembers the
LA Gears.
yeah. Well, no, because Real Life Perspective Show says he's Googling him now because he didn't even know. He didn't even know about the Michael Jackson LA Gears. That's amazing. Miss Cat didn't know either.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're wild looking shoes. They're cool. I would like to have a pair just for collectability purposes because I know you'd never be able to wear them. But hell, the last time I even found a pair that you could buy, they were expensive. Yeah.
I like your stompers. They're collectible.
Yeah, here they are. $424 on eBay. I knew that they were bringing something astronomically high, and at that age, you couldn't even wear them. So you're quite literally paying $500 for a decorator piece. But there's not too many people that can say they can buy them either. Now, there's an even better shoe about Converse. Look up for basketball shoes. Converse Dennis Rodman's. The Dennis Rodman Signature Series Converse shoe had the tattoo he had around his belly button, which was essentially the Godsmack sign. Converse put on the side of these shoes. And I'd love to get a pair of them too, but they're so stupidly high. Let's see what else we got here. Chris Page says, definitely don't quit, just do more. I don't have enough time to do what I'm doing, let alone do it more.
I love how Chris's answer is always
just keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
Do more lives. Do more videos. Put out 2 videos a week. You are just so positive, Chris. We love that.
Yeah.
But we can't do that.
No, we can't do it. First and foremost, the way I put out my videos and the amount of content, the amount of clips that I go through, 2 videos a week isn't feasible unless you want me to put out, kind of videos where you're getting 3 yard sales, and I spend 5 minutes at each yard sale malingering and talking to people who really don't care to talk to me.
Which we talked about that.
We've put that out there because if I was to make videos like that, quite literally, I'm sure I can make enough content to put out 2 videos a week forever.
Yeah.
But that's not the kind of content I like to watch. I like constant action, and honestly, the people who put out those long form content videos like that, it's basically to give the person who's viewing a chance to see everything at this rummage sale. That way, if you see something I missed, let me know. I'm not really interested in being let know if I missed something because we're really looking only for certain things.
And we don't usually live around there.
Yeah.
So like we said earlier, we travel.
I've had people be like, hey, you missed that blender, you missed that coffee maker, it's worth like $50. I don't really care.
Well,
don't want it sitting around.
It's not that we don't care, it's fascinating to know, but we're not in that field of just blenders and pots and stuff like that. We just pick up what, like he says, we don't mind sitting around if it does sit around.
Like I said, recently I've dabbled in a few things, like some guitar pedals I picked up that I've made really good money on, some other small stuff, but yeah, that's, I'm not the kind of guy who's going to pick up a food processor and part it out. That when in doubt, part it out. That ain't part of my knowledge around here. No.
That's too much work.
Yep, truly is.
We're going to be honest with you. We just...
I don't know how many Rainbow vacuum cleaners or, new wave ovens I've walked by and I ain't parting it out.
Well, look at the Ninja. It was like a coffee and it was something...
That was just here recently. Yeah. You thought about getting that for yourself. I think. Yeah. It was nice. It was Ninja. Was a coffee maker.
Yeah, but it had like the Starbucks whole setup. Like it had the steamer, the frother, all of it.
Yeah, this Ninja barista setup.
Yes. And they wanted like $20.
Yeah.
So I did think about that.
Chris Page says 10 videos a week. Yes. Yeah. Only 2 videos. Well, no. Yeah. That's what.
10 videos a week.
That's too much. That's too much.
Monday through Friday put out 2.
Monday through Friday put out one a day, and then
no, 10 videos. Monday through Friday just put out 2.
I don't want to do it.
I know you don't want to do
It's
it.
too much work. I do want to expand though into certain things. We've discussed about getting a bigger computer set because I like doing more editing. That's as I'm being hindered now by the memory on my phone and what my editing app will allow me to do. And I love my editing app. I believe it's probably the best app out there for editing purposes, but I need it on a bigger scale. I need a computer. I can do all kinds of funny stuff with that. As we talked about, she's talked about doing her own thing on a channel where, if you watch these kids channels, a lot of them do these adventures with their kids, and Miss Cat would like to put out some children's programming and run around the house.
Yeah, hanging out with Striker.
Yeah, chasing ghosts through the house because he's really into Ghostbusters, stuff like that. And we've got the toys, we've got the proton packs. It would be cool that I could edit, the beams and the ghosts, because I know that I could if I had a computer to do it. So, yeah. There might maybe future in a second channel with Miss Cat doing children's programming if this channel blows up.
Yep. That's what is like hinging on everything is we got to have our first channel blow up and then we can add more.
Chris says 10-second videos. Yeah, that's this kind of thing. I'm not really in the shorts, and when I am in the shorts, it's in the shorts with skits. And like I said, we've got some skits in mind we're working on, so
it's gonna be fun.
The Real Life Perspective Show says, I like your one long form a week. Trying to watch all the people I want to support is tough when the people are dropping more than one long form a week. That's why I do more short forms than anything.
Yes, that's true.
Me and her was just talking about that. A YouTuber we watched, the Homeschooling Picker. Her last 2 videos have been not only long form, but long form. Like
over an hour.
Yeah, last week it was an hour and 9-minute video, and this week was an hour and 25-minute video. And I totally get it. When you got 300,000 subs and your videos are getting 70,000 views within the first couple hours, yeah, the longer your video runs, the more commercials people are seeing, the more ad revenue you're making. But man, oh man, I love rummage sale, and I do it. It's one of the things I live for, and there's no doubt in my mind I do not want to watch an hour rummage sale video.
No.
Anybody's.
No.
I wouldn't even put one out on my own. I think one of the longer ones we put out was 46 minutes. That was the reseller rally. And other than that was one of our Halloween spectacular specials. So even our long videos have never been in the reselling stuff. It had always been our adventure videos. Yeah.
Vlogs. I gotta go check on Striker. Okay. Bye guys, it was great hanging out. I won't be back.
All right, yeah, this will be the end of ours. Yeah, we'll be dipping out here in just a second. We have about 5 minutes or so left. I was going to run about an hour and a half. We're at 82 minutes. Well, let's see here. It says, Callie Fine, dude. Big birthday. Cheers to you, Snow. Wishing you all the best. Love the new channel name. Glad you like it. We don't get tired of hearing that at all. We're really happy with our rebrand. We've had a few people say, somebody told me it was gimmicky. Somebody else told me we needed to get rid of that god-awful intro I just made, and I'm like, nah, I guess you just don't understand. We like it, so I'm glad to hear that everybody else is liking it too. And if you like the new intro, then the guy who wrote the song, The Real Life Perspective Show, he didn't write it, but he composed it for us. The rock version of the Team Rocket motto. So yeah. He says, a good point. I have to drop 20-minute videos every now and then to try to help get my views up, but still don't seem to help. Hey, you know what's weird with me is you've got 25,000 subs on your channel, something like that. You got an astronomically high amount of subs. You should be getting lots and lots of views. I'm not sure how you got your subs or how that works, but yeah. Let's see. We got. Why is it that everybody always ready to hang out whenever we're ready to dip out? We got 14 people in here now. Like I said, we was going to do it for 90 minutes, so we got 7 minutes to go. He says my content is mostly under 5 minutes. Super World, Go Snow, will you ever be back on Whatnot? We've discussed going back on Whatnot. The thing is, I haven't been on Whatnot in so long that I don't know if it's even the same anymore. I've heard that there's mostly it's just people standing around trying to sell whatever's in the store. I don't really know. We're going to have a rummage sale here real soon, but what I talked about is we have some killer plush, and I'm talking killer plush, $30, $40 plush animals, vintage Pokemon, vintage Mario, and we're thinking about doing an all plush sale. So you guys let me know if that's something you guys would be into. We've really discussed going to do an all plush show and whatnot. Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker, and them invited us to do Dib Dip. We've also considered taking it over the Dib Dip, but I think we'd probably be more inclined to do it over on Whatnot just because we've already gotten somewhat of a following there anyway. And then with the channel, I'm sure if enough of you guys show up, we'll have a pretty successful show. We've also considered having a Harley Davidson show because around here, Harley Davidson stuff is so prevalent. We've got so much Harley stuff that it's even got my Poshmark store is kind of packed. We've considered having an all Harley Davidson and Whatnot show. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Um, Chris Page says I'd watch your Whatnot Plus show. I'm assuming there'll be a lot of people tuning in. I'm hoping, but it's really good plush. And make sure you bring your wallet because like I said, we've been holding on to this plush for a long time. It was plush that we'd actually intended on keeping. That's how good this stuff is. So what else we got here? Uh, Chris says he bet the Dib Dit would be better. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I don't know. At least with Whatnot, I know how to do their. I've never really. I'm part of Dib Dit, and I could have been part of their raid trains and stuff, but me and Kat just couldn't get it together in time, and I didn't want to learn a new platform. So Walmart, Whatnot, I'm already familiar with. So let's see here. The Real Life Perspective Show said, I bet you guys can kill it on Whatnot. We used to kill it on Whatnot. We had a couple really successful auctions on there, some video games auctions, where I had the Ninja Turtles in Time soundtrack playing in the background, and Kat was in a nice dress, and we were selling really pretty good video games. We had made $900 in one night just banging off on video games. So we've had successful nights on Whatnot, but what stopped us from selling on Whatnot is we quit selling clothes on there because that's the lifeblood of what goes on around here is Poshmark, and I couldn't afford to be selling, $60, $80 t-shirts for $35 and $40. I understand you getting 50% but that's just, I'd rather sit. Like I had Harley shirts selling for $3 to $5 a piece, which is okay when I get them for $1 each. I'm still tripling up my money after fees, but I could be getting $15, $18 a piece out of them on Poshmark and $15 a piece out of them on any pop-up. So it just made sense for me to stop selling on there. But we might dabble in some plush and some toys on there again here in the near future, for sure. Let's see what else we got going on here. Rick Smithwith says, I got to take off. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Rick. Always appreciate seeing you in the comments. And you've been in the last couple of lives. One of our loyal followers. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see what else we got. Super World definitely would like to watch Whatnot and buy off there. We'll definitely get into that. Me and Kat, as soon as we dig out stuff for this rummage sale, I'll see where I'm at with the plush, the stuffed animals and plush. Right now, it's all just buried. Doing a Whatnot would be pretty easy for me and her once I remember how to do it. Let's see here. LSX Hefe says, no, do you and Miss Cat collect any horror collectibles? We got a lot of horror collectibles. The VHS, action figures. We've got autographed memorabilia from Kane Hodder, R.A. Mahalhoff, Michael Rooker, the girl who played Felisa Rose, the girl who played from Sleepaway Camp. We've met all those. Tom Savini. Yeah, we love our horror stuff around here. It says, also, I want to see some more Ghostbusters. Oh yeah, we love Ghostbusters. As I got my vintage Ghostbuster stuff right up here on the shelf, and we got more to add. I mean, I got some vintage Ghostbuster stuff right here, and I think I showed them in the live earlier, but this is stuff coming up in an upcoming episode. You got vintage Kenner Ghostbusters like this. It's a squirt gun, actually. It's really cool. We got the PKE meter. It's in excellent condition. And then we got the look at that, the trap with the foot pump working. Got all this stuff from my guy Trillbilly Deluxe. The video will be coming out pretty soon. So yeah, we got Ghostbuster stuff. We was gonna go see Ghostbusters the movie today, and they're not showing at a time that we can get over there, so that sucks. What else we got here? Do you find South Park plush often? Yeah, actually, as of right now, we do have a couple South Park plush. I don't find it as often as I used to, but you would actually be surprised. I got like the big Stan, and I think I got a big. Let me see. We got Kenny Cartman, Stan, and Kyle. So I got Kyle and Stan plush, and I think I got a little Kenny one. Yeah, I do have some South Park plush, as a matter of fact. What else we got here? Real Life Perspective Show, 1 minute and 22 seconds. Got a new short form segment dropping Friday morning. I bet you'll like. Okay, well, I'll make sure I check that out. Let's see here. LSX Hefe. Awesome. How can I send you guys something? I got a bunch of signed horror figures and sports stuff I'd like to send you and Miss Cat. Okay. If you go to the description of any of our videos, we have a PO box in the description. It says it's Snow and Ms. Cat Hartley, Hartley, PO Box 242 in Red Key, Indiana. 47373. Links in the description of all of our videos, not our lives, but our videos. And now I've just read it to you. So if you ever want to send us anything, that's how you do it. We don't ask anybody to send us anything, but if you want to, there's the way to do it. Let's see here. Island Life Living. I'll find you some old Vancouver Grizzly stuff and ship it down to you. If you find me some old Vancouver Grizzly stuff, I will pay for you to ship it here, and I'll throw you a few bucks on top of it. For real, Vancouver Grizzlies was one of my favorite teams during the '90s. It was such an exciting time to be an NBA fan because the NBA was expanding into Canada, and they had two really cool mascots and two really cool jersey colorways, which was Dino the Dinosaur and Super Grizz. And the Grizzlies, by far, hands down, aside from the Orlando Magic pinstripe, in my opinion, had the best jerseys out there. So yes, I love Vancouver Grizzlies stuff. Their colorway, yeah. What else we got here? I'm not worried about payment. I'll just find you some super cool retro stuff. There's lots of that stuff on this island. Well, we appreciate it. And we definitely love to show it in an unboxing. You don't find Vancouver Grizzlies stuff around here, or Raptors for that matter. But looking at my clock here, I've run a minute over. For the 13 of you guys who stayed to the end, and everybody who stopped in and said hi in between, and all the birthday wishes, I appreciate it. And glad you guys are enjoying the content, and we're gonna keep bringing it to you. That's just what we do here. So thanks for spending my birthday with me, and we'll see you guys Saturday with a new video.